Wakanda forever, and to our fallen king Chadwick Boseman. Um, yeah, beautiful evening, beautiful people. Sean Long here. Yeah, it's man, it's been a tough one, you guys. 2020 has been such a tough year, and we've lost quite a bit of people, both to coronavirus and to other things. But this one really hurts. Oh man, this one really hurts. Before we talk about Chadwick, I just want you guys to know that on this live show, you can make a donation to Chadwick's favorite charity, St. Jude Hospital, where he worked a lot with terminally ill kids. Freaking real life superhero, going to see tons of terminally ill kids while battling colon cancer, not telling anyone. No one knew about this, you guys. It's just, wow. It's just unbelievable that Chadwick was in the middle of filming Civil War, and also, pretty much found out that year when Civil War came out, and then filmed Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame, as top of, all the other movies like The Five Bloods and Marshall, where he played Thurgood Marshall, and like so many movies he filmed while battling cancer. And sadly, just like so many people, doesn't matter how rich you are, cancer is something that takes people regardless. And it's so sad. He was only 43. Only 43. Like, you got to play Black Panther 4 times in Civil War, Black Panther, Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame. And we were very lucky to have him during that time. Very lucky. I think about how awesome it was to see him, such a great actor. He did an amazing job as Jackie Robinson, 42, amazing job as James Brown, and getting on out. Yeah, and he really, he was just a remarkably gifted actor. Such an amazing person. Gave a lot to charity. I remember watching when he won for Black Panther MTV Movie Awards, and he literally gave his award to a real life hero who saved people from a shooter, and gave his award. And he really, like, it's just not fair, you guys. There's so many. He would, like, only we know, and only the people closest to him, as well as Chadwick, knew how long he had. I remember there was talks about he wouldn't be in Black Panther 2 or whatever, and people were wondering, why? Why does he not want to be? But it makes sense now. He knew, and especially didn't help with this pandemic, that it was going to delay things. They really probably wanted him to be in Black Panther 2, knowing his condition. They probably were going to properly give him a farewell in that movie. It's hard to talk about this, like what Marvel Studios is going to do with Black Panther. There's the talks where, do they recast them? Do they have Shuri become Black Panther? Which I'm totally more for that. It's hard to think about Chadwick being replaced, especially because he got to play the character 4 times. It sucks, when an actor is so connected to a character like Robert Downey Jr. in Iron Man, and we've seen um, Marvel characters being recast before, like um, War Machine and Bruce Banner, um, but I couldn't even think. I couldn't even think about T'Challa being recast. It's just too hard. I was trying to the night I found out that Chadwick died. I was trying to watch Black Panther, and it was too hard on me. I watched a little bit of Endgame just to help deal with it, and it was hard, you guys. I really loved that they casted him as T'Challa. I'm sorry. I mean, no, I'm not sorry that I'm getting teary-eyed because I loved him as T'Challa, and I haven't. On social media, I've been posting, if you guys especially follow me on Twitter and Instagram, a lot of celebrities talking about him, like all the Marvel actors from Robert Downey Jr. to Denai Guerrera, Ryan Coogler, and um, all the Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth and Tom Holland. I've shared a lot of that stuff. It's I wasn't lucky enough to meet Chadwick. You know, I'm a nobody. I don't even know how I would even get to meet him. You know, and he sadly, because of his illness, he didn't do like really any convention appearances minus like at Comic-Con, which makes a lot of sense considering his condition. The fact that he did all the things he did, he didn't have to do any of that, and he worked so hard. You know, he met with kids, met with fans, did press for all these movies. People, like a few months ago when he was honoring Jackie Robinson, people were saying, "Oh, he's so skinny. He went from Black Panther to Crack Panther." And you know, sorry to say this, but fuck all those people that said that about him, because you have no idea when a person is going through. If you see a person that is super skinny like that, just think about for a moment, they are probably dealing with something like cancer or something like that. Chadwick is the last person who would be doing crack, and the fact that they call him that, well, those people, man, it just angers me to think about that. Like the fact that he was literally in 3 of the biggest movies of all time, on top of other movies in between those movies, and visiting fans, doing so much, and like kept it under wraps. He wanted his last few years to be about, you know, playing Black Panther and his movies, not about his illness. And literally up until his death, he kept that a secret. And I just can't get over how amazing of a person he is for that, for so many things. He's unbelievably talented, encapsulating some of the most iconic people, both real life figures and T'Challa. Sadly he died on Jack Kirby's birthday, and I know that Jack Kirby never got to meet Chadwick, unlike Stan Lee, who, by the way, seeing pictures of Stan Lee with Chadwick like kills me. And just like I see pictures with him and Kobe, which Chadwick was super sad when Kobe died earlier this year, so now he's with Kobe up there in heaven, you know. But yeah, I just want, you know, people to realize that, you know, he was more than just an actor. He was a symbol of hope for so many people, millions of people around the world. He pretty much represented like an entire, the entire Black community, giving them hope, giving them representation that a Black superhero can be more than, I know we have Blade and we've had Black superheroes, but Black Panthers represented so much more to people than all those previous Black superheroes. He represented that Black people can live, that Wakanda could be a real place for people. He made it that Black people could feel like they can be this honorable, flourishing superhero in this uncolonized nation, and feel strong and proud to be Black without having to be like the street level thug type of character. T'Challa, Black Panther, was regal. He was honorable. He was a king, and that's something you don't see represented so much for Black people, and it means so much for all the Black kids out there seeing themselves represented in a way that so many people, especially white people, get represented in. So he gave so much hope for so many, especially Black kids, and like seeing all the pictures of all the Black kids with their Black Panther, with all their action figures in the Black Panther, like holding funerals for holding funerals for Black Panther in honor of Chadwick. It's so beautiful. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's I could literally talk about Chadwick for hours, and even though it's been a couple of days, it's so hard. I was so shocked when I heard the news. I thought this was like some April Fool's joke in August. I didn't want to believe in. It's still hard to believe. I really want him to be alive and making movies, and really, he was at his prime. He didn't deserve to die. He should be alive. He should be being a Black Panther for years to come. And it just breaks my heart. I would gladly give my life for him so he could continue being the superhero both in the movies and in real life. It's just not fair, man. It's just not fair. I can't believe he's gone. And it's like losing my grandmother and losing him are definitely the top of people I've lost this year. My grandmother has done a lot for me, and I love her so much, and I miss her. And Chadwick has done so many for so many millions of people. And even though we never knew each other, it's like movies mean a lot to people. Movies will inspire generations to come. Chadwick's legacy will live on for millions and millions more to come. So many kids out there, so many kids yet to be born that will see his movies, and he will continue to inspire. He will continue to show that what a Black man can do, both in his career and inspire with his legacy. He definitely was one of his last tweet that was not his official last tweet. Well, it's his official last tweet, not the one that was posted about his death, because that was his wife or whoever posted that for him. His last tweet was about how much he was excited for Kamala to be vice president for the Democratic Party, and they were really close Chadwick was close to so many people. He was close to, like, you know, working with Barack Obama um, and Kamala. How happy he was to see her being the Democratic vice president nominee. I really hope that all you guys listening that can vote, that can, um, please vote to honor Chadwick and everything he stood for. And please vote in November, which is on my birthday, by the way, November 3rd. Do for me and do especially for Chadwick. Please vote for Joe and Kamala because he really believed in her. He really believed in Joe, especially working with Obama and Biden back then. And I'm not trying to make this a political thing, but Chadwick really cared about that stuff. And it just like how this show I'm doing right now, it's a fundraiser for St. Jude Hospital, which Chadwick worked closely with to help kids, and any donations will be made towards St. Jude Hospital. So, yeah, it's I just want to do good in honor of Chadwick. I don't want to talk about him without using my platform to raise money for in honor of his favorite charity. So yeah, St. Jude's Hospital has helped a lot, millions of kids around the world for years. So please, if you care about Chadwick, please donate to St. Jude's Hospital. The link should be, I think, right here. Donate $1, $5, $50, whatever you want. Whatever you want that helps. So many kids need help, especially during this time. And yeah, I know. Oh, a DC fan. I know. Yeah, James Brown. I know. Yeah. Even if you're not a Marvel fan or Black Panther fan, Chadwick was an amazing actor. James Brown, Thurgood Marshall, and Jackie Robinson. Such a phenomenal actor, and I definitely want you guys to. I know we love him as Black Panther, but definitely take a look at his body of work. If you're old enough, because it's definitely not. It's definitely an R-rated movie on Netflix. The Five Bloods by Spike Lee's out there. Definitely check that out. One of his final roles. Yeah. Hey, Omega Maximus. I know it's hard to talk about what Marvel Studios is going to do with Black Panther now. I definitely would love to see T'Challa honored and Shuri play Black Panther. It just sucks that they'll have to figure out some way to do it. Kind of like what they did with Carrie Fisher. But yeah, even if they make T'Challa have cancer, even with his Black Panther powers, I think I would be honored. It'd be honorable to do that. You know, I just man, it's really hard to do this live show, and I thought I mean, I have a whole bunch of action figures that I've had from that I got help from buddies that I've been looking for, and pre-orders I had, and I want to like kind of open them to kind of help help deal with the pain of losing Chadwick, because it's such a tremendous loss for so many of us, especially you know, people who love Black Panther and all his movies he's made. So I'm gonna do my best to try to, at this point, since I've spent, you know, the last like almost 20 minutes talking about Chadwick and his legacy. Yeah, try to make this a little bit more lively, and open up some action figures to help deal with this pain, because it's very painful. Very painful dealing with his loss, and I really, really, really want to I really want to try to bring some joy and hang out with you guys. And like I said, this show, I'm trying to raise money for St. Jude's Hospital. Link in the description. I know I've been doing my own stuff, like trying to, with my job and everything I deal with, but really I care about raising money more for the kids than anything else. I'm lucky that I have all these action figures, including Black Panther right there. It's hard to look at my Black Panther figures without, like, getting very emotional now. It's so hard. So hard, you guys. And yeah, it's okay. So yeah, I'm definitely doing my best here to keep it together. Hold on. By the way, I'm not trying to blatant advertise the coldest water. I really definitely needed some water right now. I've literally talked for 20 minutes and I can drink. I also got my coffee, but I just needed some water right now. Oh yeah. And I literally could fill this water bottle with my tears, because that's how much I've been crying the last couple of days. So I will try my best to, because like I said in this video that, or this live show, I actually was planning to do this before Chadwick passed away. I was going to do like my last live show of August before, before the end of the month. And then Chadwick passed away, and I was going to originally do this like on like Friday or whatever, but I definitely had to take some time off and from doing this, and just wanted to try to do this today and talk about Chadwick, and try to raise some money for St. Jude's. Yeah, so yeah, it's hard. Yeah, but I'll try to do my best for you guys. This is really one of those hard things where I want to, this live show is kind of like a healing live show where I'm trying to cry or, do things like open up action figures to try to heal the pain that I'm going through. It's not just me, but millions of people around the world, and it's really hard right now for so many of us. On top of dealing with a pandemic, on top of dealing with so many people, like especially Jacob Blake getting shot 7 times in the back, and all these Black people dying all across the nation or the world due to racism and police brutality, and it's just horrible. Our world is people are suffering. It's so many ugly things happening around the world, and losing Chadwick was definitely just one of those things that just like, God damn, man. It's like, can we catch a break? Like, I live in California. California's been on fire. I have smoke coming into my town every day from all around. I'm very lucky that my place is still standing, and I haven't lost my place to the fires, but California is surrounded by smoke because of all the fires. It just, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Happy birthday, by the way, and I'm sorry that yeah, you have Jack Kirby's birthday, by the way. So yeah, it's yeah, yeah, it's a hard thing, man. Um, it's like there's so much stuff going on right now that is just so hurtful. Um, you know, where whenever it's the pandemic, people dying from coronavirus, police brutality, and um, so much crap going on, fires and hurricanes, and um, yeah. So if you're lucky to have people that love you, hold them tight, you guys. Tell them you love them. Spend as much time as you can. I know it's in the pandemic, but be careful. Depending on if they're your parents or whatnot or grandparents. You know, especially I was lucky I got to see my grandma the last week of her life before she passed away. It was a really hard thing, man. Um, yeah, losing my grandma, losing Chadwick this year has definitely been like the topping of a horrible, horrible 2020 Sunday. You know, definitely not the Sunday that I ever want to have. You know, man, it's hard, man. Okay, so I'm gonna try to spend some time having fun as much as I can, opening up action figures. Um, Definitely some good stuff you guys have been really looking forward to. So um, do like mini reviews for you guys as much as I can, and I can always get to this stuff later. So I'll do my best. But if you're watching this and you can donate to St. Jude's Hospital, Chadwick's favorite charity, he worked with them many times, and yeah, it would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, I have all this stuff. This is stuff I got from pre-orders and friends financing me. So yeah, we got Star Wars: The Black Series, Hera, Syndulla. This is the re-release in here. You can see it has a nice file. I love the new Black Series boxes. Very cool. I missed out on Hera because during the time she came out when like I wasn't doing that well financially, and I'm glad that they reissued her with a new head sculpt. I now have the whole Ghost crew because I also got a Zeb. So yeah, so I got the whole Ghost crew now. I know they reissued Sabine, Ahsoka, Kate, like the whole team. But yeah, so I'm very lucky. So Hera, the captain at heart of the Ghost crew, Hera Syndulla, is a gifted pilot leader. The Twilight can bring out the best in their team, making them believe in themselves. So let me open up her. I really love the Black Series box. They're really nice. They really up their game. Hasbro's really up in their game, you know. So let's open up. Oh, forgot this science. Ooh. Man, they really did a lot with the tape. By the way, thank you for everyone that spots stuff like my buddy Moose Tail. Like, oh man, thank you guys so much for really supporting me through this hard time and buying stuff for me. I have a lot for sale. I made a video about it and I posted on Facebook and Instagram all the pictures. But yeah, it's all behind me. I'm actually going to be adding new stuff like the Marvel Legends Kingpin from the 2-pack with Daredevil. I sold that Daredevil a long time ago. And also the yeah, there's a few new Marvel Legends I'm adding to the list and some other things, but stay tuned for that. Oh, some like Thundercat stuff and whatnot. So Yeah, hold on a sec. Oops, sorry. Um, so wow, they did the whole thing where it's like, plastic. Oh, it's kind of like the Marvel Legends plastic. So let's take a look at her. Very nice. Ooh, her gun, which is her only accessory. Just flew by. I should take all this stuff off my lap. It just feel like I have a baby of boxes on my lap. Oh man. Oh man. And grab her skin. So she comes with this itty bitty little pistol. Very nice paint apps. And new head sculpt. It's more of that 3D printed technology. Now, of course, Hera and the whole Ghost crew, they're anime characters so far, and they're kind of made like realistic versions of the anime characters. So that's what they did. Really love the head sculpt. She has her goggles on there, which I don't. Can you bring these down? It'd be cool if they could bring. Wait, can they? I don't think they can. That'd be cool if they did. I don't want to break this. It seems like it's a separate piece molded on there. It'd been cool if they had a way to bring them down. I don't think they can. It feels like, yeah, it's a separate piece, yeah. But it's so cool, and I love her little, I don't want to say hair, it's like hair of Hera, but really nice paint apps on there. You can see it has all her symbols, and she has all that, like the rebellion garbs, all that, just like on the pilot Luke figures and whatnot, and all those nice wrinkles and feet. Really great sculpting on there. Yeah, and for articulation, her head can move left and right and up and down a little bit, but her little hair pieces, I wish you can move these a little bit, but it's a little hard to move around. Her arms can fully rotate, but her, I don't know, I don't want to call them tentacles or anything, but yeah, they can go in and out pretty good. Bend 90 degrees the elbow, rotate the elbow, rotate the wrist. Upper diaphragm joint that can fully rotate, go up and down. Her legs can move forward and back. This thing is nice and loose enough where you can move it. She can pretty much do the splits, which is awesome. Bend at 2 points at the knee. Looks a little bit weird at the knee. Look at that. That's something. And her, oh yeah, and she could put her pistol in her foot right there. So that's really cool. But you would want to keep it in her hand, really. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. It doesn't really have like trigger finger hands, but do your best with that. It has a trigger too. It's the way it, yeah. Oh wait, maybe it's for the left hand. Yeah, it's made for the left hand, surprisingly. Weird. I forgot if Hera was a lefty, but yeah, there you go. Oh, and her ankles pivot forward and back. Has a nice ankle pivot. So yeah, I'm really happy to have Hera now. And last but not least, I have Zeb. I mean, last but not least, this is only the second figure I'm unboxing, but doing my best to man, hopefully I can fit all this stuff. So we got Zeb in the deluxe figure, really nice, voiced by Steve Bloom, who I've met in a bunch of times. Steve is amazing. He's voice of Wolverine, voice of Starscream and Transformers Animated, voice of oh my god, so many things. Like yeah, he's in tons of things. Avatar or Legend of Korra, Yeah, Steve is like in so many things, like the Transformers, Marvel, Star Wars, yeah. And then says meet the muscle of the ghost team. Garzeb, Zeb, Artheos was a Chenin lasted honor guard who adopted the cause of rebellion against the Empire. Little tidbit: Chewbacca's design, the Ralph McQuarrie design, I believe, was this is what Chewbacca originally was going to look like, and they made it into an entirely different species, and that's what Zeb is. Zeb is pretty much what Chewbacca would have looked like before they made him into like a giant, teddy bear, which I prefer Chewbacca's actual design versus what Zeb became, but still Zeb looks pretty cool. Man, he comes with one of the coolest weapons ever. Look at how cool that is, man. I always thought this was cool, his like little blaster thing, staff thing. Like it becomes like black, like it's two rifles and it has little like, I guess, can you remove these? Yeah, you can remove these if you want to. So it even has, oh, and they extend. Holy crap. What the hell? It extends and everything, man. Yeah, you can make it short and then you can extend it like that. That is so cool. I didn't even realize that. I've seen a review of Zeb, but I didn't remember this like extending, but it has a lot of moving parts. I think that's a big reason why too this is like Deluxe figure. I love the band, has his bandages and yeah, all these removable parts. And Zeb, big mofo. With his big old chicken feet. No, kind of does look like chicken feet actually. All right, so we got Zeb. Look at that, loving the head sculpt. He's got his freaking facial hair. Love the eyes on there, looking so cool. And you can actually place his staff thing, which yeah, you just kind of, that's why it moves. You kind of can make it shorter to fit on his back right here. Wow, that's so cool that they do that. There you go. See? That is so awesome. Yeah, I just love the sculpting right there. Love his like kind of like tiger stripe thing going on. I love like his shoulder pad right there. Has that little face. I forgot what that was for. It's like, yeah, the paint apps are great. Look at his feet. Pretty much all new parts. I mean, most Star Wars figures don't have shared parts really, so that's why they don't have like Build-A-Figures and whatnot. But yeah, it looks so cool, man. I've been wanting to open up this guy for a while. So his head can look up pretty good. Look down pretty good. Look left and right has the kind of swivel thing going on. His arms fully rotate. Let me move his staff blaster thing. I forgot what they call it. He can go in and out. Goes underneath his little top armor, chest armor thing. He bends a little over 90 degrees at the elbow, which is great. Has a really deep one. And it rotates at the elbow, rotates at the wrist, and goes in and out like that. And then he has a waist articulation that rotates and pivots forward and back. His legs can go forward and back. He can almost do the splits. Rotate the upper part leg, and at 2 points at the knee. Looks a little bit weird, but not as bad as Hera because of it's not all baggy. And he has a really interesting ankle joint. So it pivots like that and back. It rotates right here and it kind of has like this toe hinge right here. So, and he has like ankle pivot at that. So very interesting feet. It's definitely interesting, and the way he has his feet, it's like you kind of have to have them kind of bent. You know, kind of actually really reminds me of General Grievous. So yeah, and then stand the staff real quick here. Yeah, and I'm trying to do the double staff, pulling the. I'm trying to figure out the best way to hold the staff, really. I guess the best way is kind of. I gotta see pictures online, like the best way to hold it, but I know it's it can work in some regards, but yeah. I'm just trying to figure out. Sometimes putting a weapon into your character's hand. Okay, there we go. That's not too bad. I don't know. I'm doing something like this, but yeah, whatever. I'll figure this out. But yeah, that's Zeb, and I finally got my ghost crew. Yeah, I'm really Zeb. Oh yeah, just to show you the size comparison, look at Hera and Zeb. Seems very just like the show. Yeah, Zeb is a big dog, so a muscle. Okay, so let's move on to G.I. Joe. I got the Amazon exclusive Arctic. Oh, oh man, my guitar. Hold on. It's okay. Arctic Mission Storm Shadow. By the way, for Hera and Zeb and a lot of these figures you can get them at bigbadtoystore.com. Link in the description. But yeah, Storm Shadow has that awesome art. I can't wait to get Cobra Commander. He's the one I've been wanting the most, and Baroness. By the way, if you guys want to help out for any of the toy stuff, I am looking for the NECA April O'Neil Foot Soldier 2-pack. I'm looking for Baroness, Beachhead, and out the Walmart exclusive Alpha 5 and Zordon. So yeah, if anyone wants to do a trade when any of the stuff I'm selling, or if you find it and you don't want to do a trade, but I'll be happy to send the money, yeah, let me know. So yeah, I love the art of Storm Shadow right there, looking very cool. So yeah, let's open them up. Sucks that the G.I. Joe characters don't have bios. I feel like they need bios more than the Star Wars characters, you know. They, even though we know these characters have been around for so long, he comes with quite a bit of stuff. Now, I know we're probably going to get a regular Storm Shadow, but I'm excited to have this one. If this was all white, I would actually wouldn't mind this being my regular Storm Shadow, but I don't mind like the black on white. But if all the black parts were white, I think, which it's called Arctic Mission, and why would you put him in black? That kind of doesn't make sense. If he's trying to camouflage himself, wouldn't it be on all white? But whatever. Oh yeah, he has that little bit of loosey-goosey thing. I heard some people had this issue, so yeah, he definitely wobbles a little bit, so watch out for that. And man, he comes with quite a bit. Comes with a white arrow. Make sure to keep it out of the knee, or because he was an adventurer like you until he got an arrow in the knee. He's got his little axe spike, whatever they call it. He's got his, of course, he's got his katana sword and his little scarab, which, yep, fits in very nicely. He's got, yeah, quite a bit. I'm really happy with this. He's got a grappling hook with actual rope. He's got a quiver full of arrows that are gold, and he's got his little Kashi symbol. And last but not least, of course, he has his bow, which is gold and black. So very nice. Nice to have Storm Shadow. Till I get Cobra Commander and Baroness. Like, I only got Destro as my Cobra guy until I got Storm Shadow. So let's take a look at Storm Shadow. So he has this hood, which you can remove this, I believe. Yeah. Ugh. So you can. He looks really cool. In fact, if this, like I said, if you wanted to repaint this in all white, you can make this into almost your own regular Storm Shadow. It won't be like super classic, but yeah, this is what his head looks like. Very nice. Definitely not the same as Beachhead. I know some people say that, but very cool. And yeah, really nice detail. The white and the gold, the white on the black right there. Yeah, very nice design. I don't, until they make a regular Storm Shadow, I don't mind this being my main Storm Shadow. And even when they do come out with a regular Storm Shadow, he's a variant that I don't mind having. He looks really cool. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Hood or no hood? I'm going to keep the hood on him because I just think it looks so cool. Does make putting on his head a little harder than. There you go. Yeah, it looks really good. Definitely offsets the black. I really like it. So for articulation, the head can move left and right. It can look up and down, even with the hood. It just, yeah, it's going to be a little trickier. Without the hood, it's a lot more, you can do all the articulation. His arms fully rotate. He has a butterfly joint forward and back. Rotate at the bicep, then at 2 points at the elbow. Rotate the wrist, and they do go in and out that way. He does have that crunch forward and back. And it really only has like one click, it seems like. And he does have full waist articulation. Oh, and he kind of has that diaphragm. It's, the G.I. Joe figures, they have that crunch diaphragm thing going on. His legs can go forward, can go back. This is pliable plastic, so it doesn't hinder it too much. He can pretty much do the splits, which is pretty awesome. Rotate the upper part of the leg, and at 2 points at the knee, very nice. Can do some great poses. His ankles can pivot forward and back, and a nice ankle pivot side to side. So let me put his let's put his quiver on the back. It just has a nice peg on the back here. And then what's really cool, you can put the scarab, like, is that right? Like there? It has a peg, but it just kind of looks weird that it's like so, unless, no, yeah, that looks right. Looks like you would put it on in the middle right here, and then kind of, I don't know. I need to look at pictures the best way, but yeah, it sticks out so much if you do it that way. I don't know why. I feel like, by the way, in this bow, it looks like it has some things at the end where you can put a string on there because they didn't want to do the plastic string, which thank God, because I never a fan of those. My child safety things, but yeah, I'm trying to think like I thought they did a thing like snake eyes, and I gotta look at pictures of this. Be right back, you guys. I'm looking at pictures. Yeah, I just want to see what the Storm Shadow. Yeah, it looked like okay. It's just weird that the whole it's like placed on the back, but it's just like the hole is like way too high because I'm looking at the pictures and the way it's positioned, and there's no hole on the side. Man, no, I need to go to like the Foosh or something. By the way, like when I go to the Foosh, which I love the guys there, I always try to look for their reviews, and I'm always like, wait, where is it? um, okay, there we go. So let's see how. Yeah, the pictures. Okay. Okay, what the heck? Why is everyone's like? Is mine like off, you guys? Is the hole in the wrong? Yeah. Oh, I put it upside down. That's why. That makes a big difference. Okay, my bad. Okay, so funny thing about this figure, um, it has holes on both sides. So just make sure to put it on that way, and then it looks so much better. So much better. Okay, that was my bad. Okay, so now I'm gonna put his bow on here. Storm Shadow's an archer. And then, yeah, trying my best here. Hold on. Oh. Oh, jeez. Hmm. God, some of these hands, man. Oh my God. Okay. And then see about getting the arrow in here. Oh no, Chitara, don't. Oh, and there's Chitara. My God, really? Okay. Trying my best to hey John. Chitara's like here, and I was trying to, oh my God, Chitara. When I need to like focus and like actually, Chitara, I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm very sad about Chadwick. I spent the beginning part of the show talking about him, so yeah, I really miss him. Okay, Chitara. Okay, I'm trying my best for you guys to like pose Storm Shadow, but yeah, you would do something cool with the bow and arrow. But I'll get back to him in a bit. Chitara's kind of like messing around right now. So let's get to the last Hasbro figure I have to unbox, and I got the Marvel Legends Domino from Deadpool 2, based on Zazie Beetz, who I love, and I love her as Domino. And I love the packaging has like scribbled out ages 14 and up and Marvel Legends, and scribbled out and puts her name as Domino. Um, yeah, so I love the Deadpool sticker on there. It looks like a real sticker is put on there. And I love her silhouette on the back here. Yeah, it's all scribbled out. So let's open this up. Miss you, John. I'm. By the way, I'm sorry about your guys' loss. Like for Amanda, I know I send my condolences out to her, and I feel really bad for you guys too. So I hope you guys are doing okay, John. Oh my God, Chitara. Chitara, really? Oh my God. Ugh. Yeah, so okay. So trying to do this real quick. Oh my God, Chitara. Okay. Chitara, I love you, but okay. So let's take a look at Dominic. By the way, I might need help looking for the cable, Marvel Legends cable, but I want to get the Hot Toys one. So if I get that, I'll figure it'd just be a placeholder. Hopefully they do a Hot Toys Domino, but they need to do a Hot Toys Valkyrie. So yeah, we need a Hot Toys Okoye, a Hot Toys. Oh man, hey, what's up, Shardamus, man? I love your video about Chadwick, man. You guys totally missed me crying over Chadwick here in the beginning of the live show. So I've been like unboxing action figures to help heal my pain. So yeah, I know I opened up Zeb, Hera, Storm Shadow. Now I'm doing with Domino. Yeah, I was telling I'm looking for anyone out there because I'm not making action figures a big priority, but just for the lines that I really care about, I'm looking for Baroness, Beachhead, maybe a Cobra Trooper. I'm not trying to be an army builder really. If I got one, I'd be happy, and that's it. Because I collect way too many things. I don't need to make army builders for anything. I don't know how Shardamus can do army builders for anything. It's just like you have way too many figures. It's like army builders are if you I'm gonna ask Shardamus here. Shardamus, if you could not, you had to give up you only could collect one line, Marvel Legends, Star Wars, Ninja Turtles, or anything. What would be your only line if you were only allowed to collect one line, and that's the one you could have army builders for? Like if you gave up Star Wars, all your stormtroopers, if you gave up no Cobra Troopers, none of that, what would you give up? For me, I would definitely and that's a hard one for me too. Yeah, that's like a hard one. Like probably Marvel Legends for you. You wouldn't give up, yeah. Oh man, yeah. There's no army builders for Masterpiece unless you combine Siege and whatnot. But yeah, it's yeah. Yeah, can you if we all stuck to one toy line, can you imagine that? Like, man, funny thing, Shardamus, you're here. Yeah, like I got 2 verified YouTube stars here. I feel like with Masterpiece, they're really like, man, it sucks like collecting lines like Masterpiece or Figma or a lot of lines that only come out with like 5 figures a year or whatever. Like Transformers Masterpiece, like they're concentrating on making like updated versions of all these characters, and we never got a Masterpiece Jazz, or we never got a Masterpiece like Brawn, or Masterpiece all the Masterpiece Dinobots. Why the hell have we not gotten like a Masterpiece like Swoop and Snarl and Slag and Sludge, or Slug, yeah, and yeah, why haven't we got like Masterpiece like Blitzwing or Masterpiece Astro Train or Masterpiece Blaster, um, Masterpiece Perceptor, Masterpiece like I don't want them to make like cartoon versions and stuff. Yeah, man. So it's hard to be a trans. I really love Transformers Masterpiece, but it's like I'm more invested now, like in making getting the Siege figures, like especially how amazing they've done the base formers or Skylinks, and I'm really excited to get my Seekers, the Conehead Seekers from Siege or Earthrise. I mean, because I don't want to get Masterpiece. I'm selling my Masterpiece Ramjet, and I just don't want to get my Coneheads. Oh man. All honesty, because just what we're talking about with Siege, Hot Toys for sure. If I get to count 3-0 for my Bumblebee figures, I would actually rather have 3-0 versions of my movie Bumblebee figures over my Masterpiece figures. Because I'll be honest, man, it's more fun to transform the Siege Earthrise figures than the Masterpiece figures. Yeah, Transformers, Masterpiece, a lot of them aren't fun to transform. I think they're like mega, like yeah, a lot of them are just like that Optimus you said you had. It like from when I saw the review and stuff like that. I really want that just for the talking gimmick and because it looks cool, but I wouldn't ever transform it. Yeah, man. I love transforming the Siege Earthrise figures. They are so much fun. I feel like Transformers should be the right level of, you know, like they, yeah, because transforming Dinobot, oh my god, that was not fun. And like Beast Wars Megatron wasn't too bad, but Beast Wars Dinobot, and you don't have those ones, but man, I love Beast Wars, but compared to the '90s Beast Wars figures, they're just not the most fun to transform. So I would definitely, I right now, because Masterpiece is they're not making priority with their figures. It takes too long in between releases. They've gone way too expensive. I used to be like, oh, I want the Masterpiece version. Like, I still want to get Masterpiece Hound, but really, I'm at the point now where if they do Earthrise Hound, I'll probably get that instead. Because yeah, like man, they're just so expensive. Like I remember when the Masterpiece figures, especially for the smaller characters, were only $80, and now they're like 150, 100. It's just ridiculous, man. It's become too expensive to collecting. Oh yeah, I got Megatron. Remember? Yeah, I love Masterpiece Megatron. I never transformed him, but I love posing him around. I feel like it's also hard because with Masterpiece figures, because they're so expensive now, I'm so scared to break them and to wear them out. Then I feel like, at least with the Hasbro stuff, if they're made to be transformed, where the Masterpiece figures, yeah, I feel like with the Masterpiece figures, they're just too, it's just too scary to transform them now, you know? Oh, man. By the way, going back to Domino here, oh, I love her so much. Really great head sculpt. I love the hair, love the outfit. Man, so awesome, you guys. She has a little gun right here. Do you have Domino yet, Shartimus? I know you have Cable and Deadpool and Negasonic. I don't know how you got that. You got to go what? Like you got to leave the chat. It's oh, okay, cool. Yeah, she is awesome, man. Very cool. I actually just want Negasonic from that Deadpool pack. Um, I got Hot Toys Deadpool. I'm gonna get the Hot Toys Cable when it comes out, but yeah, I hope they do a Hot Toys Domino, but I don't know. They still haven't done a Hot Toys Valkyrie or Mantis, and they really need to do her. Like, unless it's like Black Widow or Princess Leia, like, yeah. Oh yeah, I love Harley Quinn, man. That show is so great. Like, man, Harley Quinn. Oh god, I love that show so much. It's so good, way better than Birds of Prey. Yeah, but yeah, Sharmus, it's great talking to you, man. Can't wait to see your review on Domino. But yeah, really great. I really love. It looks so cool. Really love it. Oh yeah, happy birthday coming up here, Sharmus. Hopefully we can see each other for your birthday. Oh yeah, and she has extra gun holding hands. She comes in the pack with fists, so even though I have 2 other things to review, you guys, I'm probably gonna end the show here after I do Domino. So I'm putting in her hands real quick. She comes with her little Uzi type guns or whatever. Thank you for coming by, Sharmus. Ooh, they fit nicely in her hands. Yeah, she comes with 2 head sculpts. One has like a slightly different expression. One has her goggles on there. I don't think you can. Yeah, it'd be nice if like she had her goggles. You can put her on. Yeah, it's just slightly different hair and slightly. Yeah, what you guys think? Goggles or no goggles? But yeah, and then for articulation, the head can fully rotate, look up and down really nicely. The side pivot, arms fully rotate. No butterfly joint, go in and out. Bend out the elbow, rotate the elbow, rotate the wrist. Goes in and out that way, but not this way. Upper diaphragm joint goes up and down. Your legs can go forward, not really back. Can only go almost through the splits, but not fully. At least this piece is like moves around a little bit. Rotate the lower part leg, and it 2 points at the knee, and ankles can pivot forward and back, and she has a nice ankle pivot side to side. So yeah, so you can do some really cool poses right there. I'm probably gonna put her with my Avengers display next to Deadpool. And then hopefully, I don't know, like the Marvel Legends cable would be cool to have, but I hate that it's a Walmart exclusive. And yeah, I really like this Domino figure. It's really awesome. Glad to have her. Hopefully, I can get Negasonic Teenage Warhead, or I might either put her in the Avengers display, or I might put her with my Blade and Ghost Rider and whatnot. But yeah, you guys, got to unbox 4 figures for you guys. I have my NECA turtle figures I need to unbox, but maybe I'll wait to do that when I get my April and stuff. But yeah, you guys, before I go, please, if you can, donate to St. Jude's Hospital. That was Chadwick's favorite charity that he worked with. It should be right over here. Also, yeah, I want to thank the Coldest Water for sponsoring me. It really helps a lot, especially with this heat wave that's been going on. Link in the description to get your own Coldest water bottle. And yeah, really amazing water bottle. I'm not just saying I wouldn't work with them unless they were a great company. Also, oh crap, I dropped. You can get the Domino figure as well as Zeb and Hera right now at bigbadtoystore.com. Link is in the description. I'm selling a whole bunch of stuff right now, you guys. Thank you to everyone that's bought stuff for me. It really helps out the channel so much, especially because I don't have a lot of Patreon supporters right now. I do have Shartimus and Century Productions as some of my Patreon supporters, so really appreciate it a lot, especially because You know, things have been really tough right now for a lot of us, but I definitely support St. Jude's Hospital. I really would appreciate that a lot. And yeah, guys, follow. You see all my tributes on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. It's all Sean X Long, and yeah, I'll do another separate live show with the NECA Turtle stuff. I guess I did a whole Hasbro thing because this was all Hasbro stuff. I did Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and whatnot. So yeah, stay tuned for that, you guys. And I have some great video ideas in the works. I hope I've been concentrating so much on working Uber right now, which I actually am going to work tonight here. That's why I'm getting off too. So just been working, you guys. So thank you guys for all the love and support. Just between selling stuff and working Uber tonight, hopefully get the last bit of rent I need. Yeah, and thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all the love and all the support. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys so much. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. Miss you, Chadwick. Thank you for being our king, and Wakanda forever. And love you guys. And I'm Sean Long. And live long and love life.